All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to assume that the last video you watched was going to be the video on doing a full backup. And so what you should be seeing then is this on your screen after you load eSys. So this is going to be our first video, and it's basically just a little dip your toe in the water video to get started and kind of get a feel for coding. So with that said, when you launch eSys, this is what you should be looking at. Again, to launch eSys, you just clicked on this icon right here that was made on your desktop. That's how you're launching in. So once you're in here, if this doesn't look this way on your screen, which we kind of covered this in the last video, so you should know how to fix it, but click on expert mode, then click on coding. And with that said, let's go ahead and get connected to the vehicle. Status of the vehicle. Vehicle is, for my purposes, plugged into a C-Tech trickle charger and not running. And I'm in diagnostic mode. So to do that, I usually just close the car, doors are shut, driver window down. I reach in and I triple tap the start-stop button, like the button you press to start your car. And it'll chime and you'll see that you're in diagnostic mode. The instrument cluster will say it for a second, kind of where it tells you when you turn your heated steering wheel on, down in that area of the cluster. So I'm in diagnostic mode. I'm plugged into a C-Tech charger, engine not running. So I'm going to go ahead and click connect. So since this is our first real actual coding video, I'll kind of elaborate a little more on this connection window here. So I've got it filtered here, but what you will see on the first go around will be something like this. If you are a M850 user like me, M850, G16, G15, G14, I'm not sure about F91 and F92, but for M850, you're going to be here. S18A, that's where you want. My iStep on my car is currently 07 of 2020. .45, so I'm going to be right here. Never use direct. Only select this, the one that doesn't say direct. So if you're still on 03 of 2020, you're going to want to choose this one. But if you're on 07 of 2020, you're going to want to choose this one. Then, as you can see, I've already connected to my car, which is why you see this populated, connection via VIN. So since I have the USB-C to Ethernet dongle connected and then that connected to the OBD port in the car, it's already populated, so we're ready to connect. I don't change this. This is how I think it is at the default, so I don't change that. So let's connect. All right, now we're connected to the car. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do a read FA or vehicle order. And then we're going to do a read ECU. Now you should be familiar with this because we did this kind of same process in the backup video. Only difference is in the backup video, the next step we did was to highlight this and read coding data. Well, we're not going to do that for this video, but we are going to create our normal every time I code backup, which is going to be this. And we are 10:01 at 2:46 p.m. And then let's also save a backup of our SVT. Save. (2:46 p.m.) Save. Okay, so now we got backups of those. Now, let's go ahead and collapse this. So I just right click there, collapse. That way when you click it again, you just have it simplified. It's a lot cleaner looking. So for this code, we're going to be looking at the HUMGU module, which is this guy right here. And within here, if you look at the spreadsheet, you'll see that we're looking for the CAFD file 3E52. So that's right there. So now let's go ahead and read this from the car. When we did the backup video, you'll notice we read all of our CAFD files, but now that we're just going to code a particular module or ECU, we're only going to read that one CFAD file. So it says 0 errors, great. Now you'll see we can drop this down. We're going to select the one in the tree there, the next step down, not the main one, but this one. And we're going to right click it, and we're going to choose Edit NCD. So once you get here, you can reference the spreadsheet and you can see that we are looking for section 3002. Right there it is. So we're going to expand that. We're going to expand the function tree. And yours will be collapsed down like that. Once in here, you can see that we are looking for audio system. Again, you can see that on the spreadsheet. If you were curious and you were just up here, you can always search up here for whatever you might want to search for. Audio, let's try. And then if you hit search, if you hit the search again, it will go to the next thing. So you can just continue to cycle through until you find what you're looking for. But it's also sometimes best practice to be a little more descriptive up in the search bar. That way you definitely know you're not going to click on the wrong thing. So if you wanted to be more descriptive here, you'd put in the underscore system, and then it's only going to find the one we're really looking for, which is right here. Okay, so once you're in here, you can expand that, and at the bottom here is what we're looking for. And almost everything I've coded, there's going to be a thing down, or a branch of the tree you can expand down at the bottom, and from there you can go ahead and click on the top one here. This is the value. So if you see 11.3 WRT02, so if I were to go up here, these are your options, but you're not going to choose up here. But you can see that the value of 11.3 is WRT02, which is where we're currently at. However, for the purpose of this video, we want to switch to 11.4, which is the Bowers and Wilkins EQ settings and sound settings in iDrive 7. So you're going to look at this top one here, right click it, edit, and then you're going to see that there's a drop down now. You get choices of basically all of these up here. Here's your way to select them. So let's choose 11.4 RAM. And that's all we had to do there. Now we've selected 11.4. We can hit save. We can hit back. And then don't change anything over here. You still have the right tree branch, we'll say, selected. But immediately on the right over here, you're going to hit code NCD. The rest of these boxes should be grayed out, but don't pick them. They're not doing exactly what you think they might do, so shy away from any of those boxes. Code NCD is the button we want to hit. So let's go ahead and code that to the car. All right, scroll up here and we'll look, and it looks like everything was good. I don't see any errors in there. The next screen, green, is good. 0 errors at the top. So you can go ahead and go into your car after we're done here and verify it, but we'll go ahead and hit close. And then at this point now, you can go ahead and disconnect. So that's going to be this button right up here. We'll hit disconnect. Close connection, yes, and then you can close ESYS, and that would be your first successful code.